Hey everyone, welcome to my weekly update about marketing and technology. Welcome to this new episode. There may be an issue with the Amazon Go stores and other stores like that go for cash-free and checkout-free experiences. I love those things and people seem to love it too. It's a huge success. But the government in many US states doesn't really like it, and they're thinking about making it illegal to run stores like that. There are already a number of states that make it forbidden for stores to go cash-free. Some of them are thinking about the checkout-free process to avoid that as well. But now the city of San Francisco is actually considering the same thing. And this is shocking for technology people because, San Francisco is like one of the hotbeds in the world to try out new concepts like this. But they seem afraid for it. And one of the reasons is, of course, that they want people that have cash on them, that they can also use that cash. And they're also worried about jobs and employment possibilities. And the combination of those two issues is causing some issues with many governments. So it's a question how these stores will roll out in the West. And what the impact will be about what Chinese companies do with it, and let's see how that influences the entire retail experience in the next few years. Apple launched Apple TV Plus this week. This is like the Netflix of Apple, and maybe you've seen it. They pulled out a whole bunch of big names to announce this. Steven Spielberg was present, Oprah was present, Jennifer Aniston was present. So they got this whole bunch of big names to announce their own Netflix. Question is, will this be a success? I think it will be a challenge because until now, Apple didn't show any material, so we don't know what the quality of these series will be. Apple also announced that they will invest $2 billion in the production of their own content, and $2 billion is of course a lot of money. But if you compare it with the investments of Netflix is like investing this year $16 billion into this. So the question is, how serious is Apple about this? Is this a tryout and will they boost things later on? Is this another way to include more and more people into their own ecosystem? I read a lot of titles in the press that they want to beat Netflix. I think with the offering that they have now, they will have to, it will be pretty hard to beat Netflix with Apple TV Plus is my feeling. But of course, what you do see is that they're making that transformation from a product company to a service company. And I think this is one of the initiatives to make sure that they have a broad enough offering within their ecosystem to make sure that people can use them and spend more money with Apple. McDonald's announced an interesting acquisition this week. They bought a company for $300 million that is called Dynamic Yield, and it's a company based in Israel, and it's a big data company. So McDonald's is famous for the Big Mac, and now they're going to become famous for big data. That's going to be something else. McDonald's will use this company to personalize the offering and the sales offering to its guests. Today, they're going to focus on implementing this technology in their drive-thru. So now if you go through the drive-thru of McDonald's, you get recommendations of what to buy, but these are pretty static. So McDonald's now wants to personalize these and take into account the existing context, like what's the weather like, what are people ordering, your personal history, sales-related data, and that will enable them to give you personalized advice. And of course, the goal is to sell more, but in a way that people actually like it. And in the future, this will be implemented in other interfaces that McDonald's has. As you know, they work together with Uber Eats to do the Mac delivery. You can easily see how this can be used in their app for in-app purchases as well. This is not the first move of McDonald's into digital. This is part of the process that they've been going through for the last few years. But I think this will be an enabler for them to speed up the kind of services that they need to implement to deliver more personalized, more convenient, more proactive offerings to their guests. So I'm very curious to see how fast McDonald's will be able to roll out this new technology around the globe. I already mentioned the content streaming service that Apple is launching. But if you look at all the stuff that they launched this week, it wasn't just the Apple TV Plus. It was a subscription to news. It was a subscription to games. It is a credit card, so financial services that they're launching. And more you see how Apple is moving into these services, making money from subscriptions. But if you look at it from a macro perspective, more and more you see how the world is moving into a world of platforms that help you to get through your day in terms of information, in terms of payment, in terms of entertainment. They're becoming the operating system of your day-to-day life. And Amazon moved into that world by, you know, thanks to Amazon Prime. WeChat is doing that in China. And you see how Apple is doing that as well. And of course, the advantage that Apple has is that they have 900 million phones that are an installed base that they can install that network on, so they can make the unique combination of hardware and the network together. And this will have to become the most important revenue stream of Apple. And if they succeed in that, that would be amazing. If you know how much money they make with iPhones, if services could get to a huge level of people, this could become a next phase of growth for Apple. So everyone, this was my weekly update. I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to the channel, and it would be great if you share it with your friends. I hope you will have a fantastic weekend, and see you again next week. Bye-bye.